When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement, an inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. We will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. We will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. And we will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
So baby, 'cause you're down on the floor. It goes deep inside like a black seed. I feel it. And you throw it up like a virus. I get it. 'Cause you're folded inside. I get it, I get it. And you try to get up 'cause you're down now. I get it. But your father outside like a black hole. I get it. And you try to get up but you can't now. I get it. 'Cause you're trapped inside this bad connection of the TV. I am the darkness pumping death into thee. Yeah, I smile wide when your same brain starts seething, and I spread like flu 'cause I need you to keep growing, growing, growing.
My walk home from the grocery store takes me past my favorite courthouse doors. There's crowds of hungry people everywhere, but that's alright, I brought enough to share. Oh, please officer, you gotta believe me, it's soup for my family. No, I ain't no crook, I ain't no vandal, just pour one out from a can of Campbell's. It's just a perfect summer night for some celebration. You brought the ribs and brought a can of clam chowder. Let's roast these piggies and sing together. Please, officer, you gotta believe me, it's soup for my family. No, I ain't no crook, I ain't no vandal, just pouring one out from a can of Campbell's. Heading to the street with some minestrone, and this thankless job has made your heart grow cold. I got some chicken soup for your fascist solo.
for my song. I ain't got no video for my song. I ain't got no VCR or television in my car, but I got my radio on. I hear the picture, I see the song, yeah. I'm talking about radio. Close your eyes, watch the show. It can be anything you want it to be, but honey, you gotta listen to see. I ain't got no video for my song, no. You got to use your imagination. I ain't got no video for my song, no. Got to use your imagination, yeah. Turn on your radio and check out every station until you find me on your wavelength. And when you do, you know it won't need no explanation. Follow my imaginary bouncing ball. I'm talking about radio. What I got, it don't show. I can be anything you want me to be, but honey, you gotta listen to me, yeah. I ain't got no video for my song, that's right. You got to use your imagination. I ain't got no video for my song, no. You got to use your imagination, yeah. Talking about radio. Close your eyes, watch the show. It can be anything you want it to be, but honey, you gotta listen to see, yeah. I ain't got no video for my song, oh. You got to use your imagination. And I ain't got no video for my song, no. You got to use your imagination, yeah. Got to use your imagination, use your imagination, use your imagination, use your imagination, use it or lose it, use it or lose it. Use your imagination, use your imagination. All that you want to dream. Use imagination. Turn your radio dial and hear what there is to see. Use imagination. Radio, 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 radio sets you free. You got to use your imagination, use your imagination, use your imagination, use your imagination, yeah.
Walk to the edge of the boardwalk. I like to dream off the edge of my dreams. Give me your name and I'll taste you in colors. If you thought it was simple, watch it come out at the seams. Come out, come out. She is green in my mind with a touch of raw silver. He is gray in the morning, but gold when I hold him. underneath. All this lifetime is carrying threads of full quivers. The avalanche waits and she waits and then she delivers. Do you dare test the weight of what our whispers can trigger? Hold me closer, dear. Hold me closer. Hold me closer, dear. Hold me closer. Hold me closer, dear. Hold me closer. Drink of my river. Drink of my river. Drink of my river. Hold me closer, dear. Hold me closer. 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 Facing forward to the
Look in the sky over there. See that light? Oh, it's gone. No, over there. Look, it's moving our way. Oh, it's gone. What could it be? Look, it's right overhead. Looks so odd. Bathed in blue light, feel that warmth. Do you think it's from God? Well, I used to see these things every night as a child. Back before logic trained minds that were free to run wild. Grown-ups said saucers, but they look like pancakes to me. Hot off the griddle and floating in night's endless sea. river, mostly quite buttery blue. Heavenly Mother put love in a platter for you. Doobie-doo. Angels and aliens know the real way to get high. We knew it too before we ate that apple and died. We shoulda ate them flapjacks from the sky. We are so sick of the stuff that we're fed every day. Eat anything to get high, but the high goes away. Ma, hear our cry, we're so hungry. Oh, please feed us soon. Send an invasion of flapjacks to this dark side of the moon. They were a part of the plan of the man in the sky. Without their light, we've been junkies from our apple pie. Should've ate them flapjacks from the sky. Better get some flapjacks from the sky. Get some flapjacks from the sky.
My mama was a debutante. My daddy was a grizzly bear. My mama was a debutante. My daddy was a grizzly bear. That's why I look so good in a tuxedo. But you can't take me nowhere. Can't take me nowhere, y'all. My mama liked fine champagne. My daddy drank cheap red wine. My mama liked that fine champagne. My daddy drank the cheap red wine. Now me, I'll take a half a cup of coffee and a double shot of turpentine. It's a trip, yes sirree, and there's lots to learn, you'll see. Swinging limb from limb like a jungle gym while you're checking out your family tree.
All right, I think it's time to start. Here we go. All right, cameras are all working. That's always good. That's always good. But is the piano working? That kind of matters. All right. So I'm starting off with the ukulele today. Got one very generously loaned to me. So we're starting with, let's see. Michael Rennie was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear, and Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fairy and King Kong. They got a caught in a celluloid jam. Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space. And this is how the message ran. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting, Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Oh, at the late night double feature picture show. I knew Leo G. Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Jeanette Scott fight a Triffid that spits poison and kills. Dana Andrews said prunes really gave him the runes, and passing them used lots of skills. But when worlds collide, said George Powder his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like a science fiction double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting, Forbidden Planet. Whoa. At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go. Oh, to the late night double feature picture show by RKO. Whoa, at the late night double feature picture show. Hey. Good to catch you. Oh, I'm glad you could tune in today, AJ. And hey, good to see you, Topher. Greetings from Scotland, as always. Let's see. Now I got a ukulele going. Nice loner. So started off with one I hadn't played in a minute, the Rocky Horror Picture Show opener, because why the hell not, you know? And then next we got a really good one. I got handed an Ayn Rand sandwich straight from the can. It tasted so bland. I asked the lass to pass me a glass of Engels' Conditions of the Working Class. Right away they dragged me into the committee to explain my un-American activity. Well, they'll see they made a mistake if they would only let me play my mixtape. I'm not partial to the Marshall or the plutocrats in their beaver hats, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Let me get a pick. I hear a melody, and just as suddenly I know where I'm supposed to be. I don't need a rationale to sing the International. All I need's a plug in my headphone jack so I can listen to my backing track. I'm not jealous of the zealots or anarchics with guitar picks, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music. I hear a melody, and just as suddenly I know where I'm supposed to be. I'm not partial to the Marshall or the plutocrats in their beaver hats, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music. Here, let me see if I can get the camera on the ukulele just a little more. Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right. Alright, let's see. Next we got, this is an old school one right here. Here, let's see if I can play it right. There are loved ones in the glory find them in their bliss. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by is a better home awaiting in the sky. Oh, in the sky. You remember songs of childhood which you sang with childish voice. Do you love the hymns they taught you, or are songs of earth your choice? Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by is a better home awaiting in the sky. Oh, in the sky. You remember happy gatherings round the fireside long ago, and you think of tearful parting when you left you here below. Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by is a better home awaiting in the sky. Oh, in the sky. In the joyous days of childhood, oft they spoke of wondrous love. Pointed to the dying Savior, do they dwell with him above? Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by is a better home awaiting in the sky. Oh, in the sky. One by one their seats were empty. One by one they went away. Now the family is parted. Will it be complete one day? Or will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by is a better home awaiting in the sky. Oh, in the sky. In the sky. Oh, in the sky. All right. Let's see. Next we got a good one for the children. A very good family-friendly song. And why did the camera pop back up from where I put it? That's kind of weird. All right, there we go. Well, it started in a world of kings and slaves, a world of revolutions and unmarked graves, where the power needs to hold on to what it's got, no matter how many of the poor get shot. So the kings pay soldiers for the day-to-day, to punish anybody taking wealth away. And if you asked anybody why those cops were around, you'd get the lie from the rich and the truth from the poor right before you get put in the ground. The truth that all cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. And soon there were places running without kings that took the same money and did the same thing. Said their king was a market that needs free will, while they sold the few slaves that they didn't kill. Said people weren't people and fought that fight to say who could murder what and call it a right. And if you asked why so many needed to die, they could pay cops to kill and torture your family till you stopped asking why. Oh, why all cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. And as the guns got bigger, they got faster on the trigger. As the laws got tougher, all the cops got rougher. They knew a brutal truth that slavers often know, that the badges and the titles are a rich man's capital show. You see, a murderer's a murderer, and you don't get to flout them, or they'll murder you for saying you could ever live without them. See, we need people giving help we seek. We need people who are willing to protect the weak. But when protection is violence, that helps no one. And the one who should be helped is just waving a gun. Then they're serving a king called the status quo, to put you in the ground for helping those below. And if you ask why not answer life for life, they can shoot you in your bed or in your car on the street and say you were running away from their army and you might have a knife. All cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. All cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. Let's see. Now we're gonna calm it down just a little and go for a drift through space, I think. Take a moment to think, adjust. Flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think, adjust. Flexibility, love, and trust. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that failed to be charming. Things that you said are suddenly swarming. And oh, I'm losing sight, I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse you, that I might lose you. Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Here comes a thought that might alarm me. What someone said and how it harmed me. Something I did that failed to be charming. Things that we say are suddenly swarming. And oh, I'm losing sight, I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to matter it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And it was just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can watch, we can watch, we can watch, we can watch them go by. From here, from here, from here. Take a moment to think it just. Flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think it just. Flexibility, love, and trust. Let's see, what next? All right. Back to another family-friendly song, shall we? I went to my first orgy, they said I'd have a ball. A pile of naked bodies lay as high as I was tall. They told me, just squeeze in there and don't be shy one bit. Well, I pushed and shoved and some parts slapped, but most just wouldn't fit. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled, it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. The greeters at the orgy stripped me down quite bare. I boldly showed them all my pride, a tool for them to share. 2 inches more, I proudly said, and I would be a king. 2 inches less, one greeter said, no one would see a thing. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled, it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. A big dog at the orgy that I thought was someone's pet turned out to be a furry who came with the local vet. They said her name was Binky, all the things she did were wild, but some got bored because she only liked it doggy style. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. Confusion at the orgy, it's kind of hard to see, so I reached around and squeezed a bit, then heard a shout of glee. I then explored some further and felt something quite thick. Well, straight or gay or whatever way, it sure felt like good dick. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. An old man at... wait, no, not yet. That's it. In walked the village teacher, a lovely lass named Bung. I asked why they'd invited her, and they said, the lady's hung. I didn't understand, and they all said, hey, Bung, do the trick. So she whipped it out, she dipped her chin, and gave herself a lick. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled, it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. An old man at the orgy shouted, are you she or he? We answered in the bastard's face with a jet of pee, then threw him out buck naked without a sir or miss. There's no hang-ups at our orgies, not with gender, not with piss. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. At last I left the... no, wait.
A priest outside the orgy shouted, "No, this is a sin! How dare you host an orgy and not let the clergy in?" We gladly let him in the house. He joined right in the session and spent most of his next 2 weeks bragging in confession. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. At last I left the orgy, though slower than I'd come. My body hurt all over, then I had to clear my bum. 'Cause in the dark it's hard to see, and you just gotta trust that you know each other's boundaries when nuts are fit to bust. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. Alright, what's next? Ooh. Next, we got some hardcore cringe. How do we like that? I cried. No, that's. I cried when they shot Tamir eyes. The tears went down my smartphone. I raged at Breonna Taylor's murder when it played on the corporate news shows. But we need. It makes me think of that exchange between two friends where one makes a joke and then says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're not at that joking about your kink level of familiarity yet, are we?" And then the other friend turns back and says, "I'm not at that level of familiarity with myself yet." I get that vibe. I totally get that. I cried, but this is a song about American liberals. I cried when they shot Tamir eyes. The tears went down my smartphone. I raged at Breonna Taylor's murder when it played on the corporate news shows. But Jacob Blake got what he asked for. He should have just complied, you know. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. I support those BLM marchers. Just don't be unfair to the cops. I'll take a knee with dear Colin, at least till the complaining stops. But I don't use the word abolition. Reform is good, but defund is not. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. I think that good health care is needed. It isn't just meant for rich snobs. Citizens all should afford it. And right now we're all getting robbed. But don't you dare say single payer. We'd lose all those insurance jobs. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. I think that fascism is a bad thing, though it's also difficult to define. We shouldn't just throw the word at anyone. I mean, good faith is still on the line. But if you point at racist traditions, well, those aren't fascist, those ones are mine. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. I don't talk about Israel or Palestine. The very words give me a scare. They've got lots of terrorist problems, so the word apartheid isn't fair. And since we already moved the embassy, just pepper spray those students and we'll just leave it there. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal. I read the New York Times and WAPO. I get my China news from BBC. I don't understand Breitbart readers, but some Fox News still makes sense to me. And you poor fools getting your news from Facebook. What's your problem? Don't you own a TV? Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Oh, and I read D'Angelo and Kendi, so I know the right phrases and tack. I've read Stokely, Kwame Ture. At this point, I'm practically black. But I stopped reading at reparations. You can't just make folks give heritage back. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Once I was young and impulsive. I sought justice and action and clout. I went to those socialist meetings. I fought hate from the left with no doubt. But now I've grown older and wiser. Detective, that's why I'm ratting them out. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. God damn it, love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I'll call the cops if you don't love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. You know, I cheered when Joe Biden won it. My faith in the system restored. I said life would just go back to normal. The empire's not evil anymore. And I'll acknowledge marginalized people just as long as they don't move next door. But love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I hope for Palestinian liberation, but dear God, Hamas gets in the way. Everyone should have to condemn it if we'll listen to a single word that they say. And even if the project shouldn't have started, let's accommodate them, 'cause it's here anyway. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I love it. Yes, once I was young and impulsive. I wore every conceivable pin. I went to those socialist meetings and heard all those songs that they sing. But now I've grown older and wiser. That's why I'm turning you in. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Yes, please love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. It causes pain in my soul, but it's a refreshing pain, kind of like when you jump into the frozen water and then go into the sauna in Finland. That's that for my soul when I say those words with my face. All right, let's see, what's next? Okay, next we got The Day the Nazi Died, which is an important lesson. Again, a good one to remind your children of and sing around the fireside. Oh, and I'm going to switch to the piano in a moment, and we haven't had any donos yet, and I'm just saying, if we get $20, we'll probably have me go long enough to get the accordion out. All right, let's see. We're told that after the war, the Nazis vanished without a trace. But battalions of fascists still dream of a master race. The history books all tell of their defeat in 45. Yet they all came out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died. They say the prisoner at Spandau was a symbol of defeat. While Hess remained imprisoned and the fascists they were beat. So the promise of an Aryan world would never materialize. Then why did they all come out of the woodwork on the day the Nazis Nazi died. They say if you throw your hand up while you're the richest fuck on earth, then it's automatically not a Nazi salute. Hey, the ADL knows your worth, because you can send any symbol out and you can just deny, and they'll keep coming out of the woodwork on the day the Nazis online. They become police and senators with dog whistle and hate. They send out a call for genocide and pretend it's a debate. There's so many on the internet with hate to capitalize, but they're scared shitless of the meat space. That's why they're in disguise. So if you meet with these historians, here is what you say. Remind them that those Nazis never even went away. No, they're out there running the Republican Party, running the budget and peddling lies. And you should never rest again until every Nazi dies. And the planet is filled with maggots. The maggots are getting fat. They're making a tasty meal of all the bosses and bureaucrats. They're coming out of the boardrooms where they were always full of pride. They'll just keep coming out of the woodwork. They're not even in disguise. So if you meet with a historian or a liberal today, tell them that they should remember these Nazis are here to stay, unless you resist hard enough to put them down or use other means on your side. But we'll never rest again until every Nazi dies. All right, please hold for a moment, everybody. I'm going to switch it up to piano. Technical issue I need to resolve. I'll be back very shortly, hopefully. Sorry, stream.